Oh, what's up? It's me, HB. Oh, where the fuck is the camera? There it is. Okay. Ah, I'm back again. Oh my god. After a few days of everything going wrong, nothing going as I planned, what do you know? I figured out a little bit. So, uh, not at all the week I wanted to have. It started out so well. Monday, I actually hit my planned time and thought, okay, it'll be fine. Tuesday rolls around, I completely overslept and had to do a mad dash to work, which, isn't good when you have an hour commute. Then Tuesday rolls around and I repeated the same thing. I overslept and had to do a mad dash to work. Then yesterday, I thought, okay, it's my day off. Everything will go just fine. Well, that didn't occur. I had to take care of my mom's, which is fine. That's, what I do on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Since they're my days off, we always plan stuff, and I take her out shopping and all that little stuff, and that went fine. Fine. And then she had this headboard she needed me to put together. I don't know if you guys have ever, well, I'm sure you all have. You order something off of Amazon, it looks cool, it's a great price, you get it, and the instructions to put it together, they're unreadable. The pictures don't make any sense. So I shit you not, it took me like 3.5 hours to put together this headboard. It probably didn't take 3.5 hours, but it took some significant amount of time. And so I was like, okay, by the time I basically got done cooking supper and getting that headboard put together and everything else that was involved, it was like midnight. I was like, well, okay, I could stream now, or I could go to bed, get a fresh start on the day, and, have at least a Thursday I wanted to have, like maybe an 8 to 10 hour stream. And no, that did not work out either. It did not work. It did not work, obviously. For starters, I didn't go to bed at midnight. No, my mind decided to, I don't know, try and do quantum equations or something. I don't know what it was trying to figure out, but it was just all like, no, we're not going to sleep. We're not going to sleep. We're not going to sleep. And so then I started toiling with everything, like, trying to make sure that my links were correct, try to make sure that, I had some panels on at least my Twitch, tried to read up on some news and catch up on some games and, like, kind of write out some things so that I could, give some deliverables, basically, just like, hey, this game's updated this, and ooh, I've been following this one for a little while, and it's really blossomed, and they're getting near their release date, and so I might have like a little bit of ADHD or maybe a massive amount. I don't know. I'm diagnosed, but I'm not really going to share my diagnosis in its full extent with you guys. But the point is, like, I couldn't focus properly to, like, get everything done, so I have this bad habit of just jumping around tasks, and not good. Does not always yield positive results, and this time for sure it did not yield positive results. But I did get some things done. I do have some things planned, so the basic thrust of it going forward, still not going to release a schedule because I just don't know that I'm there to where I can release a schedule and faithfully commit to it. but know that it is something that I want to do. It's definitely a huge passion of mine. I love this shit. Um, and honestly, I love just like how welcoming the indie community has been to me, popping my head in and being like, hey guys, I've always been kind of a lurker, and now I want to be a little bit more than a lurker. And so, that aspect of it at least has gone really, really well. Um, I don't have anything written out. I don't have any points that I want to hit on necessarily. I mean, I do, but they're all in my head. So as they come to me, it may work out. This may just be free flowing and naturally, work, or it may just be a shit show. I do apologize either way. If it goes well, I don't apologize. But I mean, if it goes the bad way, then of course I apologize. Uh, so yeah, I started back at my job Friday after being off for 3 weeks, and that's the problem with having like that 3 weeks off. I got a little bit of a confidence boost. So I was like, hey, yeah, I can do this because I had all this free time since literally the doctors basically told me I wasn't allowed to lift anything or do much of anything really. Like they basically gave me permission to sit behind a keyboard and a camera and a microphone and play video games and talk about video games. And in that time, everything was developing pretty well, and I felt really great about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. And then once I got back to work, it was like, oh yeah, other things are going to eat up my time. The in real life job, the taking care of my mother, none of which is to say that it's anyone's fault or that I hate these things. I don't. I love taking care of my mom, and as much as one can like their job, I'm okay with my job. We all got to pay bills, but anyway, so all that is to say, I do apologize, guys. I didn't mean to get my head out over my skis, but I'm still here. I'm still going to try and put out content. I'm still going to try and do it consistently every week. It just may not be as many hours as I thought I was going to be able to put into it. But it's still it's the one passion that I have. It's something that I really enjoy doing. Just talking with the devs that I've now talked to and the fans that I've now talked to in the indie scene, it's very uplifting. And so yeah. Anyway, with that said, I think that's really all the updates or news that I have, at least about myself. Right before I launched, or went live, I noticed that there was an update on one of the games that I have actually been following for quite a while. Let me see if I can find them again. Oh yeah, okay. So it's 13Z, the Zodiac Trials. Apparently, it's been in develop for 3.5 years now. I don't know if I've actually been following it for all 3.5 years, or I know I've been following it forever. I've been back in the Midwest for over a year now, and I was playing it when I still was in Colorado. So yeah, I've been following it for at least a couple of years, if not all 3.5 years. And to watch what they've done with the game and see how it's grown, it's one of those things that make you light up as a member of the community. you almost feel like you had at least a little hand in that. Not necessarily like the devs are always doing the hard work. They're always the one figuring out the bugs and figuring out how to fix those bugs and taking all that feedback. And so, like, this is just one example that I can give you of a dev, like, listening to feedback and really taking it to heart. Um, Whenever I first started playing the game, it had horrible camera controls. Like, it was just, it, it was such a promising game, but the camera controls made you want to just throw shit at your monitor. And throughout it, like they have refined that so much, and it is now like so smooth to play, whether it's with a controller, whether it's with a mouse. Other things that I've noticed, I want to say it's the second boss. Well, I feel like because it's a little weird. You don't always get the same bosses, like you roughly do, but so the whatever the moth one is, sad that I've been following this game for so long and I can't remember the name of the moth, but there was like, I don't know if there's a glitch, a bug, maybe it was just an aspect of like balancing the game out, but you could so just cheese the hell out of the boss. You could basically, if you got la, 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 la. It'd be so much easier if I just had the game up and was showing it. But you basically could stand right where it was and just spam your slash tech. No, it's not slash. It's not your secondary, and just like you could wipe it out like instantly in a heartbeat. And they actually listened to the feedback on that, and I mean, to my dismay, in one way, got rid of it. So you actually have to. Well, they didn't get rid of the boss. They got rid of the mechanic that you would use to cheese the boss, and just figured all that out. And it's just kind of, it shows you like how much you should really appreciate like your feedback as a community member, and the way that devs react. And it shows you a sign of a good dev, that it wasn't like they didn't complain about people complaining or critiquing this. They took it to heart, they found solutions. And I mean, if you do not have 13Z, the Zodiac Trials, on your wish list, then you need to stop watching me right now. Well, don't stop watching me. Just kind of, open up a new tab or launch your Steam, and make sure to put this on your wish list. Follow it. They give amazing updates. Join their community. They're all friendly people. I should take my own advice. Like, I have a bad habit of being a lurker. It's something that I'm also working on and trying to be a bit more talkative to people. It doesn't come naturally. If you say met me at my real job, I'm a very quiet person. I just don't have a lot to say. Or rather, I do have a lot to say, but you can't be stocking produce and talking about video games. Like, the old ladies don't care about your run on Syndaria, or your whatever neat items you find or whatever. I do apologize if I'm coming off a little scatterbrained. I didn't sleep very well, so all right. But enough boring you with my life. We're gonna get into the games, and today I do know I've got to hit at least a few of these because I really want to see what they're about. Not only in talking with people, but also watching the trailers. And so we're just going to start out with the one that I'm most excited for. If any of you have caught me talking in Discord or talking on Twitch, or not Twitch, haha, talking on Twitter, I've brought up a lot of times that I'm a huge Salt and Sanctuary fan. I went and looked back at my review of the game and was just trying to get like a feel for how many hours I have in it because I still have my PC save, and that's got me at like some it's around like 110 hours. But I also, like, when I first got it, I was playing it on the PlayStation 4. And I honestly, I have like over 500 hours in the game. I've beaten every new game plus that it has. It has like up to 7 new game pluses. I was like, apparently, I was like around a level 370, at least at the time in which I wrote my review for it. And so, I love the game. And everyone's like been telling me that, okay, well, if you really like Salt and Sanctuary, have you tried out the sequel? And I was like, yeah, and I felt just really let down by it. I feel like whatever really made the game magical, that little through line that made it so special, and just had me devoting like hours and hours and hours and hours into it, they ruined by I don't even have any clue what was up with their idea behind the mages and your little bounty hunts. But to me it took all the magic out of the game. The combat system's still cool. Um the weapons are all right. I mean, like, I can't really give like a super in-depth critique of it because like it was so demoralizing that they went away from the kind of story that they were building and the exploration, and they were just all like wizards, bounties, like do this, do that, and then you've got to fight them like 4 different times, or well, you fight them like 3 different times, and then you finally get to their final area where you can then kill them, and then it's just recycled garbage from there. So everyone's been recommending to me. Where's my Steam? Oh, oops, I closed it. My bad. Oh, okay, we'll kill the music for now. We don't need the background anymore since I'm actually going to load up a game. Oh, do 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 do. So everyone's told me Rogue Roguelite. Gotta check this game out. If I loved Salt and Sanctuary, this is perhaps like the closest that I'm ever gonna get to reliving that feel that I had when I first played the game. So I was like, all right, I'll check it out. Pull up the trailer for it, and I'm like, oh my god, if I didn't know any better, I would swear that uh at least whoever had a hand in the art style of Salt and Sanctuary had to have an art or hand in this. I mean, the the atmosphere, the dark dungeon, dreary, depressing like feel of the game, like it's all conveyed there in the art style. And so I was like, yeah, gotta try it on stream. I downloaded it like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and I have not played it. I've not touched it because I wanted this to be a first react to this game. Because I am pretty excited to see if this is truly going to be like the spiritual successor to Salt and Sanctuary for me. Yeah, I've got such high hopes. So you're either gonna see me like just be really, really excited and enjoying myself to the extreme, or you're gonna see me be sad HP. This is sad HP. So then without further ado, let's check this out. All right, and it's loading. We got our game capture, so let's make sure that works. Soon as it repopulates. I hope y'all are doing well today, by the way. I hope this day finds you great. It was rather sunny, nice and warm here in the Midwest. I think we got up to about 75, 76. Nice gentle breeze. I actually quickly mowed the lawn before I popped in here. Okay. Oh, come on, give me the game, give me the game. I don't understand why the game capture feature in OBS doesn't always work. Like, I just don't get an executable that pops up in my list for any of you that have used OBS. If there's like any hints or tips, you can mention in the chat, or you can find me on Discord and send me a message that way. And of course, and it's still not popping up. Like, do I need to? It's allowing me to do the stream or the Steam and Discord overlays. Broadcasting is enabled and they can join at any time. Okay. So then, there we go. There it is. All right. So here we go. And hopefully my controller is nice and charged up. Had it on the charger for like the last 2 days, so we'll pop that little bad boy in. Yeah, turn down the monitor. I don't know that I will ever get used to like that whole hearing myself talk like delayed. Yep, not on. Come on. Oh, is it not going to let me use my controller? Where's my other ones? I'm pretty sure that it has controller support. I don't know why it wouldn't. Yeah, of course it does. Okay. Test, test, test. Trying to make sure my mic volume's also well. Another thing that I need to sit there and probably devote an entire day to is just rebuilding my OBS setup. So that one's not going to work. Okay, this one's going to work though. Awesome. Okay. Video quality ultra. Yes, yes, yes. VSync. No, we don't need that shit on. Do we? I don't think we do. Render. Yep, that's good. Audio. Okay, and then gameplay. Is there anything in here? Submit to leaderboard. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no, that's fine. Go. All right, so the beginning, guys. Ooh, I've got chills.
In this plagued realm,
Aw,
despair
sweet voice
has
acting.
spread, for an usurper seized the throne. Across the land, her bane, the blight, has grown. But now a rogue has found their fate. In the sanctuary, they will rise to reclaim from the blight what its darkness defies.
Rhyming! Alright, presets. Okay. Oh! Females and males. Okay, I don't know. I guess that's the one that closest looks like me. Let's see, body. What body types do we have? 1 and 2. A muscular versus scrawny. Oh, okay. We could, yeah. I don't really care so much about the skin color, so I mean, I guess we'll just go with that. Definitely got to do the scrawny though, because I'm not a buff guy. If y'all can't tell, like, look at these guns. Yeah, it's not much. I know. And let's see, hair-wise. Oh, no, we had the perfect hair right back there, didn't we? How many hair choices do we have? Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, I guess if we're going for the closest to me, I think that one probably is the closest. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit of a Titus look there from Final Fantasy. There we go. We'll go with that. Even though I am, for the most part, close to being bald, I used to have a nice little, like, the ability to at least have a nice little buzz. The cop stash. Or the, we'll call that one the Frenchie. Oh, the handlebar. Yeah, there we go. Let me see. I'd probably have to go grab I have beard gel. I know it's bad. It's horrible, but let's see if we can get that going on without any gel. It's about as close without the gel I can do right now. Got everyone's 20-year-old goatee. The nice thicky man beard. The unkept masses. That kind of reminds me of my father's beard. That one's kind of close to mine if they just had the chin longer. Oh, you know what? I love that. That one is almost mine if I just, had mine like styled right now. Okay, so now, like, can we get some? Let's see, how would I do that? We're gonna go for the darker colors. Yep. We're running goth days. Actually, you know what? Let's spice it up a little bit. Let me see. Which color? Gotta remember my color combinations. There we go. A nice deep purple. And then we'll do the same for the head hair. Hey everybody, it's me, HB! Alright. face. I can't even... I can't see these noses well enough to know if any of them are my... Well, that's definitely not my nose. That one's a little too pointy. That one's a little too perked up. Oh, that one's been broken way too many times. I've been punched in the face a lot, but that is on my nose. Now he's got no nose. I mean, I guess we'll just... Yeah, I guess that works. Mouth. Can we even really see the mouth with the beard? Yeah, I don't know that it's important, so we'll go with the initial mouth. Eyebrows. Ooh, angry. Chill. Empathetic. Someone doesn't know how to shave their eyebrows properly. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Nice, thin. Oh, and then eyebrow coloring. Yeah, we got to get that. We got to get that same purple in there. That's, I don't know. I'm gonna guess that matches close enough that, you know, for. And the eyes. Let's see. Gonna drop. Get that. Gotta get that deep blue. Let's see if we can. I feel like that's close enough. Outer eye, yeah, we want that to be white. Oh, we can even mess with the both eyes. Okay. Yeah, and I think that's good. We'll begin the journey. All right. What did I just pick up? Oh, that's just okay. It's a tutorial. Oh, I don't like the keybinds already. Oh, you shoot. Oh, shit. Are you gonna shoot me, like, before I've even, like, I was reading, guys. Oh, okay, I'm burning. Mana and heal potions, okay. I see, okay. Okay, let me see. Use left weapon skill and right weapon skill. And then drink a mana potion, so there we go. Switch left-hand weapon, right-hand weapon. Each weapon possesses unique skills. I don't like it. I don't like the... Oh, I can't mess with the... Can only be rebound from the main menu. At least they allow for rebinding. Okay. Can I, like, save so I don't have to do the tutorial again? Choose your weapon. Wooden sword. Well, it's the only choice I've got. Okay. Looks nice. Already a deviation, though, from Sultan Sanctuary, which is good. That's good. We don't want a replica. We don't want something that's just like, you know, completely derivative, so... Which starting point do I want? This one looks to be giving me chests and stuff a little bit further up. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll go this route. Right now. Let's see. Can we save quit? And okay. Gotta do this. I can't. The controls will drive me crazy if I do it this way. So, that's jump. That's dash. Dash works. Actually, no. Well, I don't care that it's a duplicate. I want to. Can I just Oh, select unbinds a button. Okay. So. Was that not? Is that not select? What do you consider select? What the douche? How's that a duplicate? You don't. Okay. So how am I gonna do that? Let's see. That to be dash for now. That way I can turn this into that. No, stop you. Turn that into that. Okay, so X, so main, offhand, that's use potion. That's going to be dash now. But I do kind of want to switch those around. So... yeah, okay, so make that... Oh, wait, that is actually exactly how I want that. So, okay. This will be so much better, so much more comfortable for me. Okay, so main hand, offhand, jump, dash, use potion. So really, I just don't have anything for my right trigger anymore, so okay. Or right button. Okay, now back to starting the game. Okay, that feels so much better. Oh, okay, what are you? Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Okay, another thing that I can also, like, just immediately point out, just doing a comparison here, not trying to say it's fair or anything, but the movement, the momentum, like, it's definitely different as well. Okay. And so it's not going to be free world or well, not really free world. Well, I guess it would be free world exploration. It's going to be kind of more linear paths, but I can deal with that. So that's definitely basically a big plus, because the way people talked, I was really worried that yeah, the game was just going to be kind of very derivative of Salt and Sanctuary, but it just appears that they really liked the art style, and so they took that and the combat mechanics and the way it's going to tell its story, the progression, it's different, so awesome. Okay, so, and it's automatically equipping things for me. Parry dagger. Parrying dagger. Poise, stamina, dexterity, dex scaling, okay. But then we also have the things that are in common with all sort of RPG games. So we got the scaling for our weapons. So, like, obviously, daggers are going to scale with dex. I'm going to, let me see, there's a strength. So, going to bet that, you know, the bigger the weapon, like swords, hammers, things of that nature, they're going to scale with strength. What does this scale with? Yep, strength scaling. Okay, I like that. Uh, Hey, just a little bit of shameless plugging. If you do like my content or you like the idea behind the demo streams and the following the indie scene, go ahead and give me a follow if you would. I would greatly appreciate it. However, if you don't like it, okay, I understand. Okay, so shameless plugging aside for now. Let's go. Oh, what did I do? Oh. No, put the health potion down. Did you see that? He was gonna take a health potion. I like that idea. I love that idea. Okay. That right there, that is a very neat idea to throw in there. Like a lot of times when they have enemies that can heal, it's just, there's some mage around that heals them, or they have some natural regen. The fact that they have to pause exactly like your character and do a heal that way, that's nice. I love that. Great idea. Chess, okay, let me see. What do we got? Blessed, shield recharge, shield skills cooldown reduced by 30%. Okay, healthy appetite at the end of combat, restores 35 health and 35 mana. Ooh, crit damage increase. Oh, okay, I think, what is my phone complaining about? Hold on, let me... Oh, my fast charging wireless charger is not compatible with my phone, so it's only just charging at the standard speed. And apparently it's going to, like, constantly tell me that. Stop that. Stop that. Okay, let's go with... Man, I want the crit damage. Yeah, we'll go with crit damage. Do I need to turn the volume up on... I think I do, because I don't think I'm trying to pay attention to my monitor and... Oh no, it's fine. I just had that turned down. And, oh, let me lower my mic a little bit then. Test, testy test, testicles. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. I don't want to be, like, screaming at you guys. I mean, not yet, at least. But I will! Okay. Back into this. Alright, so, let me see. What was that? This one's got better physical damage, gonna scale with dex, so the other one gives me +2 dex. This one will give me +2 dex. What is... let me see. Oh, and that's my, Berserk's my damage buff. Oh, someone's trying to call me. No, go away. That's only gonna give me... yeah, wait, no, 7 dex. So critical chance is 7% now. Regen, or stamina regen is 11. 10. Let's see what that kind of looks like. Oh, okay. And now a random. Oh, potion seller. Want your strongest potion? My strongest potions are too strong for you, traveler. Thank you. Choose to upgrade potion. Choose additional potion. Well, I'm still at just level 1, level 1, so we'll just go with the additional, maybe? Okay, and now, let's see. Chest shop, boost. Oh, this is a boost tile. Okay, I don't know what that's gonna do, but we'll see. I'm going to pray to something. Ooh, max health increase. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with the max health increase. That's always... Oh, I just took the path with all the boons. Damn. Okay, so... Oh, wait, this is a shop. I probably don't... I have 43. What the hell is up with your head? Okay, so thief boots, thief gloves, thief boots, paladin shield. I don't think I'm down with that. Strike wand. So I guess we'll get the gloves and the boots. There's a lot. Oh, let's see if it lets me get 2. Okay, it does. Cool. Bye bye now. Okay, I love you. Bye bye. So, let's see, that's 2 to dex, 1 to death, 1 to poise. Then 2 to dex, 1 to death, 1 to poise. Okay. So I'm gonna do a move sequence. Looking at the trailer, I was a little afraid because I have a habit of just looking at trailers in a pop-out window instead of actually like full screening it. And from what I could see in the trailer, like I was afraid the UI was going to be a little cheap, but no, it looks good. I love it. It's simplistic, but it covers everything that you need, and the inventory screen also looks good. Okay, so then we're going to another random unknown. Oh, is it a mimic? Is it going to be a mimic? It's not a mimic. Cool. Okay. Oh, I can't go straight from there? Okay. Well, I'll take it. What the hell is that? Okay, we definitely can't like just okay. I'm gonna Oh man. Okay, I'm not doing the best in this combat. Okay, gold, fungi, thief's armor, and a torch. So it's the rag top. Novice tunic for 3 intelligence. Oh, I didn't even realize I had that. I need to pay more attention. Okay, don't quit showing me that I know that it's not the right charger. I don't need you to mention it every 5 damn minutes. So, I'm not doing magic, so I'm gonna assume I don't need the intelligence. So we're just gonna go, I guess we're doing a rogue build. Ah, so of course I have a hat that I didn't know about. Go ahead and do that though. Torch. Yeah, okay. So do we have that in the, do I want it that offhand or? Bonus 1 to defense, 3 to poise, skill reductions 3, elemental damage 5, critical chance 14. So that is going to lower my critical chance. But I kind of want to see. Deals 5 fire damage every half second for 4 seconds. So yeah, I feel kind of strongly that that's it's gonna let me use that as a weapon, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, expanded loot pool. So I'm guessing now I can get those swords. Back to the sanctuary. Leaderboard, your stats. Best enemies killed, bosses, highest damage, longest in air, fungi level. Okay, I'm kind of curious what the fungi level is. Is that just my regular level? Alright, keep your secrets. Greetings, explorer. It's a pleasure to meet someone eager to learn. I'm the captain here to share insights about your fascinating world. What piques your curiosity today? Whenever you wear 2 weapons of the same type, you will be in dual-wield stance. You could be 2 swords, 2 daggers, 2 wands. While in the stance, you will attack with 2 weapons at the same time, but your attack damage and status apply rate is reduced by 40%. Many weapons can apply different status effects onto the enemies. Let's say we have a weapon that applies 25% of status effect per hit. Each hit is additive. It would add 25% status until it reaches 100%. So 4 total hits. Once you gain 100%, status effect is applied. Okay, so it's like a stackable, okay. Or a build-up. Okay, but status effects don't stack. You said only one applies, so. Take too long between each attack. Okay. No, we don't need to know how to fight again. I think I got that one. Okay, upgrades. Okay, and this is how my starting weapon, attributes. Okay. So, probably should have done a little bit more reading. So, artistically, it definitely carries the torch of, or I should say, definitely inspired by, like, Salt and Sanctuary. But, I'm pretty sure basically that's where the similarities end, which is cool. And then we've got all these roguelike elements in here. The weapon slot. What do I want? I guess we'll go with a starting weapon. Oh, okay, and you can just... that's interesting. New face in the dreary, blighted world. Welcome. named Phoebe. Don't mind the bees. They're just here to remind me I'm still kicking. You need something special? I've got it all for the right price, of course. Change your starting gear. Okay, so I'm probably not going to have anything that I'm allowed to. Okay. Okay, talk. A new face. Welcome to my forge. I'm Callie, the blacksmith. I don't do small talk, just work. I'll be crafting new armors for you. Just focus on your journey and I'll handle the rest. Awesome, okay. And then... Oh, that dude already gives me a kink in my neck just looking at him. Sorry, no demos. Okay, so this is how I start. Okay. What do you got to say? Oh, you've arrived. Welcome, I suppose. I'm the cartographer. I keep trying to map this endless maze though it's always shifting. If you're trying to reach the Blight Castle, I can help, though I can't promise the map will stay accurate for long. Okay. Nothing over there, so okay. Pretty basic setup, very straightforward, I like that. Nothing too complicated. Can start with a wooden wand. Do we want to, like, kind of see what maybe it... Because I'm sure this has got, like, magical elements, so I guess we'll check that out. Meeny, miny, mo. We'll go here. Oh. Ranged, okay. Ooh, and I can counter his. Oh, okay. I like that. The guard helmet. Gotta get the sand out of my eyes. Oh, my eyes. Okay, let's see. Well, what I can get, so we'll go with that. If I didn't mention earlier, Steam right now is doing their Dark Dungeon Days for 2026. Got some really good demos and just game deals in general up there. I noticed a couple of the games that I've already reviewed are, in fact, on there. So obviously some of them aren't released yet, but you can check them out. One of the ones that I'd like to give a shout out to, Vampire's Veil. If you remember right, I had a few controller issues, but otherwise the game was very, very impressive. Very nostalgic for like Castlevania. Solid controls, good music, excellent graphic choice with the pixelization, but not like heavily pixelized. So very, very just good game from a demo perspective. Looks like it's gonna have a pretty interesting story as well. You get to play part of the vampire family as opposed to, you know, those bloodthirsty humans trying to hurt the poor vampires. And of course, as anyone might be able to pick up on, I love stories that are alternatives to main narratives that we normally get, that kind of swap the tropes around. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna pop in here and bebop around again. Why would I run up against him? That's stupid. Hey, no, put that down. Okay, got a buckler and a novice tunic. That'll help. No! Oh, crap. Okay, see, poison breath, breath every 4 seconds. Spew poison. Focus full. Aerial attack. Well, we're gonna get the poison breath, and then make sure that we go to our inventory and equip our stuff first. Oh, it's intelligent. Oh, it's a wand. Okay. +4 dex, defense, poise. Hells yes. And then with this wand, let's see, that was... That's 1, that's 2. 35 stamina use, poise damage, and the magic damage is the same though. But it's got a piercing shot. Look at that. 42 to 43. I like that. Okay, so let me see. That was the boost. There's gonna be more enemies this way, but yeah, we'll go for the boost room next. I'm actually doing alright health-wise now that I've got the ranged attack, so... Guess we'll go with, well, I don't know, because... We'll do mana. Okay, and then we're gonna get some gold. Making sure I haven't missed anything this time around. Oh, yeah, see? I missed something. Ah! Okay, so put that on. Okay, and then yeah, we'll go get the gold. Oh, it's a shop, not gold. Okay, yeah, duh. Strike wand. Aced bash. Jump forward and bash twice. With my wand? Well, actually, the wand kind of looks more like a mace, if I'm being honest, so... And then we got some blessings down there. I wish I had 100. War skill, always deal critical damage for the next 2 seconds. Endurance... Damn. Okay, well, we definitely want to get that, and I guess we'll... Yeah, I think we'll just get that, and then we'll save the rest, and maybe we can get a shop again, and maybe get some blessings or something. Okay. Pants, full pants. No mas pantalomas. Pretty good. As everyone knows, I'm a huge coffee fan. Actually, pretty much just caffeine in general. I could drink coffee all day, just like I could drink Red Bull all day, and, well, I have horrible time sleeping anyway, so it doesn't really affect my sleep schedule. That's always a plus. Let me see, what do we want to do from here? I think that's gonna keep us rounded out well enough. Okay, and... Kind of interesting that I don't know why they don't allow me to just go straight, why they're forcing me to deviate the path that I'm on, but what the hell? Okay. end its suffering. Uh, that's a coin toss. I guess we'll learn resistance. Okay. Shatter, resistance to shatter, resistance to darkness. Oh, I don't know which one of those I want more though. Jesus. I don't know which one's going to be most beneficiary. The only enemy I've come up against had darkness, so I guess we'll go with darkness. Let me get another chest. Berserk Blessing. You and your enemies do plus 20 damage. Oh. So, the blessings can be both a boon and a curse. I'll be right back. So, still, since it's like early springtime, and while it is 70, the sun's starting to go down, and I've got my fan on, and it's blowing towards me because I have to have. I'm one of those weird people that just has to have moving air. Even when I sleep, like everything else can be perfectly silent, but I gotta have a fan on. Dead winter, and I still have to have a fan on. Ugh. But as a result, get a little chilly sometimes. And at some point, I'm gonna have to put on pants instead of just these shorts. Like I said, I was out mowing the lawn, so I got no hair on my legs. I've got really like very, very little hair on my body in general, so it's a little inconvenient. I can't keep myself warm. So, eye for an eye. After being hit by an enemy, you can replenish that same damage as health by counterattacking within 3 seconds. Attack speed. Yeah, I think I like attack speed. Ooh, looks like we're coming up against a baddie. Oh yeah, look at that attack speed now. How you like me now? Oh, I need more stamina. I should have got the stamina boost. Okay. Novice boots and a fire sword. Okay. Kind of been setting myself up to be more of a mage, but it's nice, nice. I got a lot of intelligence. Well, no, because no, but yeah, all my armor does, or well, some of my armor, my pants and my top do intelligence. I don't know how that scaling's gonna mess with things, but +3 to defense, so that's kind of handy. Stamina regen is 11. Or I don't have to use a shield. Well, wait a second. Can I? I can't do anything right here for now. Okay. So it's just my ragged tunic. We can put on the boots. That's good. I don't have to carry the shield. I could carry a sword and a wand. That's piercing shot. That's 4 to Dex as well, so I don't really think my build's gonna matter too much in this demo. But we'll just kind of keep mixing and matching and play me a song. Oh yeah. Aw, that's all we get? Just a little chord fretting. Give us all your gold or else. Okay. There's 2 of them. It may be a toughie. I'm gonna fight. Oh, Jesus, get off me, dude. Oh, crap. That was, poor strategy on my part. Turned out very well for me, though. Okay, so I guess we can kind of... Okay. So... It's boots. Still don't have any gloves. Come on, guys. Help a brother out. Ooh, a rapier. Let me see, what is that? Physical damage, 2023, boys. That one's dex scaling. So I'd lose 2 dex if I went to it instead of keeping the shield. I get the dashing thrust though. Pull down for 5 seconds, thrust forward and pierce through enemies. Tempting, tempting. The shield does have a deflection. Here I am sifting through my my tobacco, because God knows I'm a smoker. I hate it. Luckily though, with the way prices are going here in the States, I won't be able to afford shit. So it may force me to quit smoking. Haha. Almost an hour and a half in, so it's worth doing a little bit of barking again. You know, I'm at 79 followers here on Twitch, and if I can just get to 100, I've agreed with some regulars that we will do a Dogo reveal. At exactly 100 people, we're just gonna, you know, drop the Dogo. Not actually, like, drop him. I mean, he's a good guy. I wouldn't do that to him. And then, of course, we also have the goal of... Well, we got a goal over at Coffee so that I can get some better streamer gear, because I'm actually rocking, and I'm not ashamed of it at all, I am rocking a Jellycomb camera. It was from the whenever I started all those years ago, and then, you know, kind of let off on the idea. So I never got a decent camera. Well, actually, I had a decent camera. I had a Razer Kaio, and then one day it just crapped out on me. And since I still had the Jellycomb, I was like, well, okay, I'll use this. So we're actually trying to raise enough money for a boom arm and a pop filter for my microphone. And then also a new wireless headset and a stream camera. So if you can donate, you know, Links are down below. If you can't, I understand. I'm not holding anyone to it. I realize I'm a small streamer, but you know, anything helps. And honestly, if you just give me a follow, that makes my day every time, so. And now, like the wizards of old. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna do any of that. Oh, honestly, I need a match. That way I can do it that way. You know, get the real old-timey feel in there. Alright, moving on. Alright, so this is going to be a boss, or at least some sort of mid-tier enemy, so... Whew, I'm nervous about this. I don't know that I'm ready. Definitely got no health potions, got no mana potions, so... There we go. Not gonna reveal yourself? Oh! Oh! Okay. Oh! Okay. Oh! Damn. Alright, he was kind of strong. Luckily, we're getting some level progress in here, so... And of course, like with every roguelite, you got your sanctuary, so you got your perma buffs. Elementary, my dear Watson, elementary. Okay. Apparently the captain's just like a tutorial no matter what. Now that I have some fungi, and apparently that is my way of upgrading inventory attributes. Ooh, that's a lot of fungi to have to get just to raise like anything, and I'm guessing it's just by 1 point. So we'll go ahead and unlock. Aw, really? Won't let me get any more than just the 1 extra? Oh, I mean, we could invest into that. Weapons slot. Additional left-hand weapon slot. Keep up 10 gold when you end run. Get another starting weapon, starting blessing. Okay, so... Oh, I didn't even look at that. I was looking at the 0 of 2 instead of the 20. So that's a waste. Should have just gone with the starting weapon. Let me see. Guess we'll throw them into there, and then back at it. Select gear. Nope, I've not unlocked anything as far as starting armor is concerned. So yeah, we'll just go into story. Of course, we can't even increase the difficulty or anything. I wonder if we get through this, it will let me. Enemies, chests, random. Yeah, we'll go with this route. Ah! Oh. Wonder if the enemies are also stamina bound. Okay, so go ahead and put that in the left hand. Then that's definitely going to be more advantageous. Oh. No, put it down. That is one thing, though. We're watching him drink a heal potion. I kill him, obviously, before it touches his lips. I should get a heal potion. I call bullshit. Alright, so... Can put on a parrying dagger. That's going to, let me see... Dexing, less stamina usage. Yeah, so we'll switch over to that. I think I like the 3 to Dex though, especially since I switched over to the dagger. So we'll keep that. I don't think either of these paths really matter, so we'll just go ahead and go with this chest. Earth Shaker. Every 5 seconds, the earth beneath you shakes, causing earth damage to all nearby enemies. Zima's Hatred. After using sword skill, always deal critical damage for the next 2 seconds. I don't have a sword. Every 4.5 seconds, fiery meteor falls on enemies. So, do we want the Earth Shaker or the meteor? I think we're gonna go with the meteor. Yeah, too strong for me. Okay, so can we get an additional potion? No, we'll go with the heal potion as the additional. Then just another standard enemy fight. Dude, you're angry. Did I get poisoned? He poisoned me. The cheeky bastard. Alright. Well, we got a shield and a helmet. So, that's 4 to strength. 6 to death, boys. Resistance. Mana cooldown. Or no, mana cost. Cooldown 5 seconds. Reduces damage taken by 35. Go ahead and put the helmet on. Nothing else is new. Could do the tunic once again, but I don't think we want to do any of that. So... Blessing. We'll do stamina. We got a random. I'm saying, don't attack me. I will give you whatever you want. Okay. Why would we attack him? I'm gonna go with the fungi, because that'll definitely give us a bonus for another run. Okay, and now we're... So, do we want to fight another enemy and get the loot from that, or do we want to go for a chest? We'll go with the enemy. Ooh, and he kicks me. Okay. Nope, that is... I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Oh! Okay. Long rapier, novice boots, and one fungi. I kind of feel that was probably better than what we were gonna get out of the other one, so... Oh, now, let me see. What do we got here? This is also dex scaling, so I'm not gonna lose anything there. Thrust forward, so okay, so we'll go ahead and pop that on. We'll go ahead and keep that. Put our new boots on. Got a nice little combination of things going on here. Got an 8% chance to crit, so that's always nice, and a stamina regen of 12. Bonus of +2 to defense, so yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll go here. This should allow me to heal up or, you know, all that. Refresh myself. Watch me as I powder my nose. Oh! Okay, that was not what I was expecting. Ah, what the fuck was that? No, get back! Ah, okay. Okay, we'll take all that. Ooh, guard boots. Be nice if there was some way to sell this stuff, but need more to defense. But still, I like the... But I could use a secondary to reduce damage by 35% for 30 seconds. Ooh, the choices. I think we'll go ahead and we will go with the strength boost there. That's about all that's worth, so on to a boss. Then I gotta remember my L1 is my potion. So, okay. Oh, okay. I'm not dodging quick enough, and that was totally pointless. Jump. Okay, we're slowly but surely we're kind of winding them down. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, ah! All right. Well, I think I've got a pretty good grasp on what the game's all about. So in terms of like art style, definitely feels like it drew inspiration from Sultan Sanctuary, or even like say the Darkest Dungeon. In terms of gameplay mechanics though, nothing similar to either of those two. It's got your traditional roguelite elements. I would say that you know, a little more polish and seeing exactly, you know, how much more they're going to release. I mean, if we've I feel like we've explored like about 10% of what they're going to be offering. Um, Now, obviously, within that 90%, we're talking about like selection of items. We're talking about uh, we're talking about more skills, more weapons, armors. I think you really do get a basic gist of the game, and so I'd rank this one a keeper, one to keep your eye on. If you do enjoy this style of game, obviously if it's not your style of game, then you're just not going to go for it. It's not a platformer like I thought it was. So there's obviously you are on a linear path. You're not going to be doing a lot of exploring. But in terms of a fun game, yeah, I would say it's got a fair degree of funness to it, and depending on how they smooth the edges out, I think this one really has potential. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the keeper folder. Now let me see where. One of the things that I do want to do is basically get a little window set up so that I don't know how I want to describe it, but it's going to be basically a tiny capture window because I've got 4 folders, which we have our Unholy Lemon Keeper, which are games that, at least with our first playthrough, definitely are ones that we're going to want to try and keep our eyes on. Then we've got our 5149 folder, where it's got potential. It needs some buffing, needs some polishing, but it's definitely one that we should at least give a look at. Then we've got our prestigious turd folder, which are for games that they just land flat on their face for whatever reasons, whether it's a poor graphics, poorly executed story, just too many glitches within the camera controls or battle mechanics. And then, of course, we have our second chance folder for games that they've got a lot of potential, but there's something there that's not quite right. And so we're going to throw them there, but we're also going to throw games in there that maybe we just don't have a lot of time to sit there and explore. And so it's for games that we feel that we didn't really flesh out all that well. And so, you want to give them a second chance. With that said, let's dive into our next demo. Now, like I said, I was perusing the Dark Dungeon Days event last night, and I mean, I probably downloaded like 30, 40 demos. And unfortunately, I didn't write out what all of them were and like if I wanted to do them any particular order or if I was just gonna kind of, just start playing games. So, I wish I would have planned it out a little bit better, but at the same time, I'm just happy to be here, happy to be doing this, happy that I'm at least trying to maintain this idea and that I'm going through with it. I know that it's not always the best execution. I do apologize for that, but it is what it is. So, with that said, there's at least 2 icons that look neat to me. And so I'm gonna choose between one of the 2. Sorry, warming up some taco meats so that I can eat something here soon. I was super depressed because after going to the store and buying a few groceries for the week and all that, I get home and I realize, Oh, I don't have any sour cream and I don't have any cheese, but yet I bought, meat for tacos, so I'm going to have a really, really sad burrito. But that's okay because it's still a burrito. Um, all right. So, and then also I plan on setting up some sort of, maybe it's a, I don't know what to call it. Well, other than a poll basically, so that I can kind of have like kind of be playing a demo, but also be polling the chat for the next demo to play, or at least the next one that they're interested in seeing. Kind of have like, links to it, as well. That way they can just go check out the trailers and be like, oh, this trailer looks cool, or this one looks cool. That way it's not just me feeding everyone the games that catch my eye, because if you haven't noticed the theme, I am like into more darker, dreary things. If you pay attention to what's in the background behind me, you probably will have noticed some porcelain dolls, um some Nightmare Before Christmas uh plushies, stuff like that. And of course, I've got, one of my favorite plushies, my little Plague Mask Reaper. Such a cute little guy, isn't he? He's so cute, so cute. So, uh, I have a tendency to, play those sorts of games too. That's just the aesthetic that I really like. That's also one of the reasons why I wanted to cover this Dark Dungeons event, is because, yeah, the games, they all run that sort of aesthetic. So, that being said, what we're gonna do now is, how do I want to decide which one to go with? You know what? I'm just gonna go with the one that's above the other. It's just the highest on my demo list. So, this one is going to be The Good Overlord. And then we'll go ahead and pull up the Steam page real quick. Let me see, do I have my display capture set up right? Yeah, okay. So, turn that on, and then we can just do this. And so we can watch the trailer together. We go. And as always, I definitely like games that have a sense of humor about themselves. I don't even know what genre you would exactly put this one in. I have no idea what's going on. I think that we're going to be the overlord that gets to, well, it describes itself as an auto battler bag builder. You know what? I'm reneging on this one right now. Actually, I'm out. I'm going to vote no. I'm not sure why I downloaded that one. I don't think that's anything I've ever played before. Well, I'm gonna put it in the second chance bin for now. I want something a little more interactive. So then let's hopefully maybe this one works out. Let me see. What is that? I always like it as I'm typing in things, like the little games that it comes up as it's trying to guess what you're looking for. You see some wild shit just pop up. Okay, and then oh, that's loud. That's loud. Do 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 do. This one looks kind of interesting. My God, that looks insane. Hmm. Yep, I don't think I'm gonna go for that one either. I just need to hold on. Let's see if we can just actually get the event. Where is it? Community more. Oh, here we go. Special section. Sales events? Is that what it's under? Oh, they have Lovecraftian days now as well. I don't know how much anyone's really, been into Lovecraftian, and they have the Triple I initiative. Which I'm not sure what that one. I meant to check that one out this morning. I really need a way to, I don't know, also like maybe just what I want to do is just find a way to like get fans like interacting too. I don't want to just be picking the games. Like, and so I know there's got to be a way that I can set something up along those lines, but I don't exactly know what it would be. There were definitely some games in here that like they didn't have demos. Like this one right here, the Well Dwellers, looks like it's gonna be just amazing. I mean, its trailer.
At the bottom of this well lives the only creature brave
Its
enough
trailer
to
and
kill
gameplay
the queen.
looks good. The art is just phenomenal. Definitely crisp and clean. It's, by all rights, creepy. Look at that. I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I watched the trailer, I put it on my wish list. Unfortunately, no demo for that one. So let's see which one of these had, and they have a lot of them out there that remind me of the very old school dungeon crawlers, most of whose names like just completely escape me. This was another one that no demo, but looked like it would be fun. Now it doesn't have like say the sense of humor that the other had. So well keepers is definitely one that I'm gonna just have to keep an eye on.
It has many names for a monstrosity that never should have had one. It is a door A gate to our darkest memories.
So there's no way you can't tell me that this isn't going to be a very fun sort of open world, like hack and slash walk. It's just
Why are you trying to stop
art
us?
style. Once again, like, one of those things that always draws me in is
You didn't.
the art styles that they use. Now, one thing that I would like to point out, I know that I'm not always showing indie games. I do also like to focus on less popular games, like ones that, while they're definitely coming from some studio or developer with a budget, they're also how do I want to define that? They're still obviously made with the same sort of love and concept that you're looking for when you're going for indie games. Trying to see if anything like just, pops up that I know I've downloaded. Oh yeah, we did get that one. Or ones that I've already played and kind of was excited to see what they've done with updates. I think all the like side-scrolling ones that I saw that I really was excited for, aside from like say Vampire's Veil, they had a demo out and we've already gotten to play that one. Yeah, so like here was Vampire's Veil for those of you that didn't catch the previous stream that I actually watched the demo, or played the demo, watched the demo. This is the trailer for it. And as you can see, like it's definitely got that nostalgic feel of a Castlevania game. And of course, it's got a corollary to vampires, but I love the fact that you're actually playing on the side of the vampire. And the controls they are tight. They're good. The combat doesn't feel forced. You actually feel the responsiveness of, your moves. Unfortunately, there is like a known issue with controllers that they're working on, and I know they have at least one fix. So it could just be I didn't follow their instructions right. I know you're supposed to disable like a certain setting, and that should help things out. I couldn't figure it out, but that doesn't mean that the demo is definitely not worth a try. Like, you should download it, give it a shot. And I think that if you're a fan of, like, Castlevania, you'll definitely feel the, I don't want to use the word corollary again, but you can see the parallels. This is, actually one that we can try. So, Grim Trials. This is going to be kind of like a, what I would say would be a second chancer. I know that I had played it probably 3 to 4 months ago, and just never got back to it. Didn't really give it much of a chance. I think that's one of those ones where I put about 30-45 minutes in. And I don't know why we're having to download content. I just downloaded it yesterday. Which maybe they had to do an update because they found a bug. Which is just going to show you the speed at which they can fix these things. Because indie developers often do listen very much to their fans.
This is the story of the day after I died, and my chance to return to the world.
Yeah, so okay, so I was part of the playtest, so about when was that? They don't have a date attached to it, unfortunately, so either way, it to me at least, it showed some promise. Um, and that's why when I saw it on the Dark Dungeons events page, I was like, "Oh, awesome!" You know, they're still alive, they're still kicking, they're still working on it, and instantly knew that yeah, I needed to download it and see what they've got in the demo, how far they've progressed from their playtest days. Uh, And it looks like there's another third-party event that we should probably be checking out. I think I'm gonna finish the Dark Dungeon Days event because this one's running April 4th to the 30th. But looks like we've got a Indie Jam showcase, the annual A Scene Indie Game Showcase and mini conference. We might actually even check out some of the streams that come off of this. I always like seeing what that part of the world is up to in terms of what. Stop playing the sound. And I already know that, wow, right there. First game I look at, that is definitely definitely gonna get played on stream as well. Holy crap. That looks great. That's amazing. I'm not sharing it with you guys. You guys are only gonna get the Dark Dungeon content right now. One indie event at a time. Wow, how big is this patch? So, I mean, sure enough, that's what's going on with Grim Trials. It is a patch. Okay, the patch wasn't that big. It's only about 250 meg. Let's go back to their store page for a second, see what they've got in terms of let me see. So this update was released on latest update today. What do they have to say? Craven monsters and scornful sinners alike prowl the grounds, each thirsty for a fight with a worthy reaper. Hey everyone, we recently updated the demo with some bug fixes and quality of life improvements. We added more props to the academy areas so it doesn't feel empty, updated the HUD so that you can see the room name when entering, and improved the NPC dialogues so they have more personality when interacting with Evelyn. Not only that, we also did some bug fixings and improved quality of life in various areas. Check out our list below. So, they had to fix some text bugs, fixed skill tree UI, still being interactable with hidden, while hidden, when hidden. Blah. Pause tab UI that was still interactable when assigning potion shortcuts or changing gear. Fixed loot item movement and speed. Adjustments to the potion recipes are now pinnable. Adjusted the lingering ghost position. Adjusted academy prop colliders. Adjusted button guide UI. Adjusted teleport ground inscriptions and effects. See, come tell us at the trial grounds. Come and re-enter the trial grounds and let us know your thoughts. So yeah, it looks like just within a couple of days of Dark Dungeon Days starting, they took right to their fans and took to their feedback. Always love to see it, always love to hear it. That is, like I said, one of the beauties of the indie community is the fans are just generally very nice, very not toxic. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to run into some that are fucking super toxic. But the other thing that's nice is you get to interact with the devs, and you actually get to see your input almost in real time. Now that doesn't mean that if you go asking for dumb things that they're not just going to tell you to kick rocks and beat feet. That happens, and that's usually because you are asking for dumb things. And the update's done. So cool. So let's see what they've done and the improvements that they've made. This is going to be Grim Trials. Hope I have a message. Oh, it's my mother responding to me from 4 hours ago. She does not. She is of an older generation, so obviously she does not check her phone nearly as much as what the younger generation does. And again, I do not check my phone as much as the younger generation does, so I can understand. Okay, let's get the game capture up here. Here we go. And with that, let's see what we got going. And I don't know why my Norton is still... just... whatever you guys do, don't... even if it's a free trial, like, just don't use Norton 360. Jesus, I hate this thing so much. I wasn't paying attention, and it was like a add-on install, and yeah, it's not worth it. All right. Yeah. Turn that up just slightly. Don't want to go too loud because I, once again, don't want to drown out my voice. Also, just don't want my voice overpowering everything, though. That sound good still? Test, test. Throw my monitor in. There we go. Oh, it's even got my save data, although I doubt that's going to be worth anything. It's probably not functional from the playtest.
May I not forget, this too shall pass. I was supposed to be dead. I was not afraid of death. Yet having to leave my loved one behind ripped my heart apart. Valine, he called himself the Grim Reaper. He told me I was chosen to be a Reaper's apprentice. It felt like he knew I wouldn't refuse. Like he knew I longed to meet my loved ones again.
Thankfully, she's dressed. Don't need another slaycation incident.
This is the story of the day after I died. My chance to return to the world.
Gotta say that I do have an appreciation for games that actually do focus on their storyline a little bit. New quest received. Welcome to the end. So we got move, dash, that is one of the things that I remember about this game was I wasn't quite thrilled with the movement and attacking. It did feel a little disjointed, so we'll see if that also got polished up any. Let me see. Use A to dash. Yeah, use dash to dodge enemies and jump over small gaps while dashing. Melee attacks. Use extra form melee. Subsequent combos. Using RT to shoot your crossbow. R to aim manually for more precise targeting. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Sometimes I really don't like the setups that they choose for... Okay, that's not bad, though. Special attack, use Y for special. Special attacks require fever. Fever charges and filled by attacking enemies or objects. Okay. Now, yeah, I definitely, do I want more viewers? Yes, but I want them organically, not with bots, you bot. Okay. So, yeah, it does, I feel like they've, maybe this is just me, and because it was back in October of last year that I played it, I feel like they've increased the field of view a little bit. I feel like it was more zoomed in. And then the attack does feel more... it's not controlled. Well, I guess it is kind of more... I guess I would say it was more controlled. Trial Ground. The Trial Ground is where you defeat sinful souls to pass the trial and gather crafting materials. You can explore the Trial Ground by moving to the next room through the portal. The goal is to defeat 7 sinful souls, after which the Purification Act will be completed. Yeah, it was basically if you were like, you know, say pointing in the direction I am and then you attacked, like there was no quickly then altering the direction of your attacks. I can still feel it like a little bit, but it definitely feels like it's more fluid. So I'll have to see if maybe I have any recordings from that time period and so that I can show what I'm actually talking about, but like I said, it feels a little bit more polished, and I won't swear to it, but I definitely feel like they increased the field of view a little bit, and I can definitely tell with the attacking now that, yeah, your general direction is a lot better. Maybe they just added in more points of direction. Choose your blessing, Hermes Gust. Dash deals 10 damage on departure. Heal after completing 3 enemy rooms. I digging the soundtrack, digging the metal. Nice crunch on the guitar. Let's see, 10% chance to heal after killing with ranged attack. I guess we'll go with the dash. And of course, you know, as we're carrying around a scythe, you've got to mow the lawn. And I'm getting my butt kicked. I need to pay attention. Okay. Well, I think this first run is definitely going to be a loss. Whoa. And then I do remember it's, you don't have a sanctuary in this one. If I remember right, it's more like a manor or whatever, and there were NPCs in there asking you to collect, all sorts of, basically stuff to craft. So, we'll see what sort of improvements they made to that. Melee attack damage, 2 seconds after range attack. Dashes deal 15 damage on departure. Go ahead and keep boosting that. Go ahead and heal a little bit for what I can. And I do like the whole, one of the things that a lot of games that take the whole roguelite and all that is they kind of guide you down a linear path. With Grim Trials, they still allow you some manner of exploration, or at least the definite feel of exploration. So, you know, you can go back into certain rooms. I actually believe that you don't have to go through every room. Don't quote me on it. We'll see with this playthrough. But yeah, so it feels, even though it is still technically linear, it doesn't feel that way, or at least not as much. And yeah, I can definitely tell that they have improved the combat mechanics. So hats off to you for that, or at least I'll tip my hat to you for that. Melee damage if target's health is 100%. Nice. Let's see. Special attack deflects enemies' projectiles. We'll do this, definitely. Instead of just continuing to boost our, dash departure attacks. And then, so, we've got different routes here. I also thought that the way that they would split up rooms was kind of interesting, because the enemies are bound by these little wall breaks too, so, you know, if you get yourself in a tight spot, you need to, you know, take a moment to breathe. You can bounce on in here. As long as you don't have any ranged enemies out there, they can't hit you, and they can't get in here. And then boom, you can come back out and, oh, well, I failed quickly. So we'll return to the academy, which is what I mistakenly called the manor. And I even feel like this screen's been updated some. You definitely get a lot of information to go over. So yeah, okay. Let me see. Fate decided, trial not passed, souls collected, and we even have our death by what killed us. I got killed by a voodoo cockroach, apparently. Ah, damn it. Damn those voodoo cockroaches. See what they've done to the academy. Alright, Soul Runes. Souls acquired by slaying enemies in the trial ground will be converted to Soul Runes. Soul Runes can be used to enhance Evelyn's skills via the Soul Tree, or Skill Tree, and Soul Rune enchantment upgrades. Upgrade your skills by slotting Soul Runes to the Skill Tree. You can reset and change your path choices at any time in the Academy. Access within the pause menu. So let's check out what that looks like. So, definitely got a healthy dose of options in front of you here. Special attack boosts, shadow paths, so that's your movement speed. Berserker, melee damage. Paladin, ranger path, critical chance. Okay. Let me see. We'll go ahead and increase our melee damage. And let's just check some of these other menus out. Got a nice assortment of materials here. Customize. Got our armors, weapons, boots, etc., etc. Okay, so that's all just starting. Quests, the first day of school. Talk to John in the Grand Hall. Knowledge. And we have Abelins, then we have the Beastery. Crawler. So I got killed by a crawler, not a voodoo cockroach. Okay, fine. I still think voodoo cockroach would have been a cool name. Purchase plant, that shooter. Got our tutorial here. Alright. Let's go find John. Now, if I remember right, there was something like... I feel like you had forgotten something, or maybe he forgot you, or... John, you're Grim Reaper Minter, and you have been chosen as a cocoon. Confused, huh? Grim Reaper, am I truly dead, aren't I? Is this heaven? It's not, but yes, you've passed away. I remember you. You came to me when I fell into the water. It wasn't you, was it? Yes, I'm going to try to wrap my head around it. And what was that place? The one with those creatures? It's the trial grounds. That is where you shall defeat sinful souls to pass your trial. Meet me in the crafting area. Awesome. Oh, hey, ghost. No, don't go away. Alright, fine. Oh, dog. Let's see. Don't go there yet. Oh, it's just gonna force me to go to the crafting area. Okay, that's fair enough. Always got to get you familiarized with basically your... this one's called the Academy. I always call them basically like sanctuaries, like, because, yeah, they're just the place where basically you can craft things, you can give yourself permabuffs, so like stat increases and whatnot. And generally every game within, like, you know, this genre, like, it does it that way. I mean, Hades has it, Syndaria has it, I'm blanking on a ton of names. I am still somewhat tired, and I do have to get my sleep schedule corrected so that I can be worth a crap tomorrow at work, but... a little more shilling for you guys, trying to make it to 100 followers, so, you know, if you like what I'm doing here, you can just, you know, follow, and if you really like what I'm doing, of course, there are buttons along here that you can donate to. If you donate to the Ko-fi account, then that one's being used to try and save up money for a boom arm for my mic and a pop filter, as well as a new wireless headset and a camera. Of course, if we get to 100 followers, there is also the great Dogo reveal. Everyone asks, who is Ronin Jin Kazuyama? He is my dog, and until, like, we get to 100 followers, he doesn't get a chance to appear on screen. And he really would like to be on stream, so, you know, just a little incentive there. And then that's it for me shilling. The 3 doors lead to the weapon room, the tailor room, the potion room. In each room, you shall find a mentor who will guide you. First, I advise you to visit Petra in the weapon room. Let me guess. We go into the weapon room to smith weapons. That attitude won't get you far, and you can't just rely on your own skills to succeed. You will need better equipment to survive. Go and meet Petra. Petra? So, obviously the rooms are now labeled with what they are. I feel like there was more distance in between the rooms, like there was a little bit more to explore in the academy than... I could be wrong, could be completely and totally wrong. Dramatic. I sense the presence of a stranger. Is it real? Are you the product of my imagination? Where? Ah, the furnace. What in the world? I'm not an illusion or whatever. My name is Evelyn. Who are you? I'm Petra. Remember that. As a slave to the greater will, I am mandated to teach you how to utilize the weapons room. Your scythe? Have you been using that to purify souls? It won't get you far if you want to become a great reaper. Oh, what's wrong with it? I'm sure I can handle... Stop! I can ask you to head over to the smelter and finally end my suffering. Just kidding. Let's get started with your first project. Craft a Soul Reaver. Utilizing the smelter to process raw materials, then use them to craft weapons with the smithing table. A gift from my usually stone-cold heart. Let's start crafting. Let me see. The Soul Reaver. Go to the smithing table to craft. Let me see. Okay. Wait. Don't I need to... Okay. You can craft weapons, gears, consumable to improve your stats, gain additional skills. Crafting tools can be used in the weapon room, potions room, or tailor room. Crafting is done through QTE minigames. Ah. I remember right, they weren't that hard. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Alright. So we're gonna be crafting the Soul Reaver. Don't have any recipes for that one yet. Base level, inflict 1 stun, 2 stun. Ooh, all the upgrades. Okay. Wood shaft. Okay, well, craft. There we go. Wasn't too hard. Now we have our Soul Reaver, so we'll go ahead and equip that right away. And then we'll need more wooden shaft bone and iron ingots to upgrade. Go back to talking to Petra. Great job on the Soul Reaver. There are a ton of other types of weapons to craft, depending on your preferences. Don't forget to equip the weapon if you want to use it. You wouldn't want to get caught unarmed. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Another tip, make sure to craft your weapon and gear perfectly. You don't want them to be in a subpar grade and quality. Excited. I'll make sure to remember that. Anyway, this axe is sick. Reminds me of a guitar at a metal show. Well, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I hope you've been having fun killing things. Tell you what, how about a challenge, a formal assignment? As your mentor, I want you to kill enemies in the trial grounds. Make sure you use the Soul Reaver. As a reward, I shall give you the recipe for a pair of monster boots as per curriculum. Better get that recipe ready. I'm going to be claiming it real soon. Alright, gear customization. You can mix and match weapons and gears in the gear customization screen, accessed within the pause menu. I do love how this game kind of, even though it's kind of, well, It's dark and gloomy, but in a rather vibrant and colorful way. They've got such a great color palette usage, and yet it still evokes the occult and the spiritual and whatnot. So, small beast bones. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. This was also one of the parts that I found interesting, was it kind of borrows like a lot of the crafting elements from like, say, games like Ark and whatnot, where you get some lesser materials, and then as you go along, you know, obviously within like Ark or Once Human or those type of survival games, like, you actually have to build your smelters and stuff like that. This game offers you the smelters right off the bat and whatnot, but you still have to get the components to then build up to the larger components that you'll then use. So it's an interesting little twist, a nice little addition to the genre overall. I can't say that I would complain about it. Some other people, they may find it tedious, but I've always kind of liked games that they reward you for farming or grinding or however you want to phrase it. With that said, we are going to take our first break, as basically I've got my taco meat warmed up, so I just need to go make a burrito. So we're going to take a little break, and then we'll be back with some more Grim Trials, because believe me, we've not delved deep enough in this yet to actually have a good judgment on just how much we like or dislike the game. I'll give you a hint, I am biased. Obviously, I was in the playtest. I do like the game, that's why it's getting a second shot, but do stick around. Ooh. Alright. And we're back. Got the Dogo a nice little walk, and got myself a nice little walk while walking the Dogo. Oh. And then, of course, made a little burrito. And where'd my headset go? Jesus. Oh, there we go. Much better. All right. So, got several. Okay, so several things we could build right now. We're not going to need to find out what we actually need. Oh, Purgatory Room. You can enter the trial ground by going to the Purgatory Room. Oh. All right. Let's see. Vanya? You know my name, and you knew I was coming. I know a lot of things. Evelyn? Little. Okay, whatever. They're revealed to me. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. Afraid? Nah, just weirded out. Everything in this place? I understand they call me the witch, but I prefer Mistress of Potions. My name is Avanya. Now this, as you probably have been told, is the Potions Room. A potions room for crafting potions? Who could have guessed? You would be surprised. Now, for every aspiring Reaper to be, I have always given the same first task. Craft an organic essence, a mineral essence, and a magical essence. Or magic essence. Learning these basic building blocks is of paramount importance to cocoons and Reapers alike. Needed more of this chocolate caramel creamer, because I'm having to reuse my K-Cups, and now they don't have much flavor, unfortunately. But it makes it better. Oh yeah. Hey, thank you for the follow, Sarah Jane. I can't speak. Sorry. And yay, we met our goal of 80 followers. Yay! Sarah Jane, I appreciate you so much. You are the 80th follower. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will immortalize your name within the annals of history. Sounds normal enough. You're going to help me, right? Ha 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 ha. No. Really? I don't know why my little screen alert didn't, like, pop up for that, but I guess that is another thing that I'm going to have to figure out, so... Should have been a little celebration and confetti and all that, so... First claw, red crystal... Okay, so obviously I can make these two. Oh, I can't... Wait. Can I make them? Okay, yeah, I can. We can make an organic, obviously. Okay, and then we can almost make the mineral essence. And then Million, the spinner. This is the tailor room, right? John told me to come here. Annoyed. Ah, you distracted me. There goes that fabric. Guess I have no choice now. Are you the new Cocoon? I don't recognize your voice. Name's Evelyn. I am the spinner Million. Welcome to the tailor room. You can make gears, clothing, apparels, accessories with my help. Now, come closer. I sense something is wrong. Okay. Yes. I don't need eyes to see that this basic uniform is still the same after thousands of years. Nobody cares about keeping up in the afterlife. So does that mean I place orders for you to craft? Pay more attention, lass. I said you will be crafting your own gear. With my help, let's get started by processing some materials. Your assignment is to craft muscle fiber, leather, fur, one of each. You can convert raw materials from the trial ground into processed materials. These reforged materials are then used as ingredients for crafting items. Thread, bone fiber. God damn it. So we can make the fur out of the monster pelts. What all did he say I needed? Leather, muscle fiber. I need that? I don't know. I can't remember. There we go. Got all my crafting materials done, so he can be checked off the list. A couple of recipes for you to try out later, and remember to do your best when crafting your gear. You want me to make that, you want to make that it's mastercrafted. Pain Eater gloves. I think it's a sewing table, is it? Redemption boots. Oh my god. Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much for being the 80th follower. Let's see, Pan Eater gloves, Redemption gloves. That's going to... Oh. Well, lurking's always fine. All right. Let me see. Pain Eater gloves. Redemption mask and a cape. Okay, so I can't make anything yet. So yeah, we're going to go back to the trial grounds. I'm sorry about the popping and clicking behind me. I think I have this little back massager, and I think it might be slightly broken. Or at least off its track. Not sure. Hello, good boy. Whew. I think I heard someone mention your name before I got here. It's of course, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that. And Namilis? It's gonna make me keep saying it. It just so happens I need someone to talk with, and I don't think the others are good listeners. Sadly. Have you ever just stopped to wonder what all of this is for? I guess you're saying I'll find out when I get there, huh? Indeed, it is a long journey to go. And you don't have headphones, so you can't hear me saying any of this. Okay. I miss Timmy. Oh, sorry, you must be wondering who he is. Timmy was someone special to me. I hope to see him again soon. Things didn't end right between us. There's so much I need to say. Whoop. Thanks for listening. Even if you don't understand me, it helps. Wolf means meow? Oh, cool. My bond's deepened with him. So, let me see. We have knowledge of the Dogo. Oh, wait. Is that like... So, should his name be... would it be, name... It's supposed to be, like, nameless, basically, but... Okay. So... Let's go... Nope, that's not what I want. That's what... Nope, that's not what I want either. Okay. Return to the trial ground and we'll defeat our first, sinful soul. Okay. Okay, so now so this was my, initial problem with the game, and you can kind of see it more here, with just that delay and trying to guide your strike. However, it's obvious that even that, they have definitely polished some, and it definitely does feel more responsive, so, I'm gonna call that a win, in my book. Oh, give me 1 second, Sarah. I promise I'm not ignoring you, I just can't type right now. Blanking on what I want to say. Alright. Let's see, what do we got? Evade chance of any attack, evade chance, using this after dash. 10% chance to heal. We'll go ahead and take the evade chance of enemy attack. Then... Okay. I do apologize for the rest of chat. I'm not just going to ignore someone because they don't have sound, so they can't hear me, so I will have to pause every once in a while just to type out a message, but I type relatively quick, so it's not that bad. It's definitely a stronger weapon. Okay, let me see. 20% chance to heal, half health after killing with special attack. 15% chance to inflict poison by melee. I don't really... that's not the right one. Okay. I wanna get to at least one of the sinful souls, so we can kind of draw close to the evaluation of this demo. But I mean, I think from what I've seen, at the very least, they've definitely refined the few aspects that were kind of a bit problematic. And so, I mean, this game now is definitely ranking up there in the keeper category. Obviously for its great art style, which, like I said, it's nice how they've kind of blended the dark and dreary, yet with vibrant colors and that sort of mixture. Hades also did a pretty good job of this, so they're obviously not the only one in the category, but they definitely like pull it off very well. The controls have apparently been tightened up, so I mean, I've always got to give a plus to that. Because obviously that is kind of the heart and the soul. You know, if your controls just aren't hitting right, then you know, how's anyone going to play your game? And no one's going to appreciate it. So And then their inclusion of, like, say, the crafting elements definitely give the game more of a feel of that you're not just running through getting your buffs and then building up your perma buffs. You're actually, I mean, just weapons building in general and crafting in general always adds, like, extra to the run and play of the game. So we didn't make it to the boss, which is sad, but I would definitely throw this one in the keeper. So let's move on to at least one more game, and let me see. Yes, these are some different varieties of games that I never played. I mostly played Dead for Daylight, Silent Hill, Elden Ring, Minecraft, Valorant, and World of Warcraft. Okay. So, nope. All right. Gonna respond to Sarah real quick, and then we'll start looking at what our final demo of the night will be. Let's see. All right. So, we're definitely going to throw Grim Trials into the Unholy Lemon Keeper. That's definitely one that once they drop the release, we are going to give the full game a thorough playthrough. Probably do like a 6 to 8 hour stream on that one, because yeah, it's definitely, they are improving upon it, and continuously improving upon it. So always love to see that. With that, let's go find ourselves one more of these Dark Dungeon Days demos, if my stuff will reload. And I'm gonna stuff my face with a portion of this burrito real quick, because I'm hungry. I don't know why my connection's lagging tonight. I had this problem the other night. Hmm. Notice that I've been dropping frames here lately too. Not many though. Definitely not as bad as the other night. The other night was just painful. Ooh. There's another heads up. Indie.io has a franchise sale going on for the next week up until the 17th of April with games up to 90% off. So if you're looking for a game and it's you're looking for a deal, then yeah, check that out most definitely. And then of course Dark Dungeon Days does end today, so a little sad there. Don't know how many of the demos that I downloaded will actually continue to play. You know, a lot of times when they do these events, once the event ends, the demo license expires, and so let's see if we can find a good one to do, you know, a little looky-loo through. Let me see. What do we want to... I mean, that one looks really fun, but that also looks like it's just going to be, I don't know that my computer would actually be able to run that one. And then let me see. Really want like just a, well, yeah, I want a solid one to end the night on. But I also, you know, I mean, if it is a dud, it's a dud. I have like, I have a tortilla chip like stuck in the back of my mouth. And it's really kind of annoying. And I don't know how to get it out. There we go. I think I dislodged it. Okay, so I want to know why my connection keeps kind of dropping out on me. That's a little annoying. All right, let's go ahead and where's it at? Let's see what this one's all about. I feel like this may be a strong one to end the night on, so we'll go ahead and check it out. Uh-oh. We're missing the opening. No! It would just come up in my screen capture. And it's not going to. Of course not. So we'll have to just throw on the display capture and do it that way. Alright, so this one is Absolem. I don't know too much about it. This was one that I also tried to play, but I think I got it in on playtest and then it expired before I actually got to play the game at all. I could be wrong there. But it looked like, from the trailer, it definitely looked good. Turn everything to ultra. Okay. Play ball, blah, 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 blah. Screen shake, player arrows, reduce flashes, no overlays, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how I would spam W in your friend's chat, buddy. Cause I'm sort of live now too, and yeah. Okay, so what do we have? We have Carl. And we have Galandra. I guess we'll go with that. Oh, is this one that's only a two-person game? Aw, don't tell me that.
I have a blade, power, and a purpose.
Well, we'll have to see that here in a second. I mean... Or maybe that's why I didn't play, was because it was a two-player game. Either way, it doesn't quite, I only have a second controller on, so... Let's see. That's why I don't like doing display caps. So... yeah, I guess we could check that one out. That one did look like it was going to be a lot of fun. But unfortunately, sometimes that's just the way it goes, so... I'm not gonna be heartbroken. I mean, I might be a little heartbroken, but So I might be able to find another one. Let's go ahead and close that down for now, because that one's not going to work. What's this one look like? I guess we can, okay, this one may be at least a decent enough substitute. And then of course, when I get back, I'll definitely have a bit more of this mapped out. I probably will not be streaming Thursday and Friday simply because trying to fit it into my work schedule, because I work from 1 to 10. It makes things hard. Because either I need to get up like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. That way I can do a decent couple hours stream before having to go to work, or I don't know. Hopefully I can figure something out like that'll make it work, because I don't want to just stream on Wednesdays and Thursdays. That just doesn't seem super fair to everyone for what I want to be doing. Because I really do want to do the news updates and also cover like the indie game scene both on Twitter and Steam. So oh, come on. Oh, I'm frozen. Ow! Mother! Just banged my elbow right off my desk. So. It's kind of a long intro. Up. Well, okay. What happened? You fainted. Maybe the trip took a toll on you? We'll start setting up camp. You get rest. Hey, why are we working while she gets to rest? Once Ada rests, she'll surely help us. Yes, of course. Oh, okay, now I can move. Alright, so we've definitely got a nostalgic feel here. You can control Ada by using the WASD keys on the keyboard or the left trigger on your controller. What else can I do? Where am I going? What am I doing? I can only think about closing my eyes for a moment. Okay. First need proper rest. Okay. Oh. Jesus, apparently you can jump pretty far. I'm getting the fire ready. Will you help me, Dad? Are these ruins somehow special? It's very possible this place is older than any we've entered before. Older than the one with those spiders where we found that huge shield? Seems so, honey. We need to prepare well before going in. Up, now she's feeling something strange again. She's gonna pass out. We're all tired. I'm sure it's getting to you too, child. Come on, let's get the fire ready and rest, shall we? Alright, Dad. Go and gather some wood. It's getting chilly. Alright. New journal entry. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to be gathering wood. Oh, found the wood. Is that all I need is one? Ada puts her most important adventures in her journal. Use it when you get lost. Okay. Beautiful child, let's not keep everyone waiting. Go toss more wood into the fire. On it. Okay. So I basically got to find more wood. I'm going to assume that that was wood that I picked up. Oh, to remember the days when these graphics were like cutting edge. This place is fascinating. I wonder what you can catch here. Well, what am I supposed to find? Oh, wait. Well, I don't assume that that's the fire that they were talking about me starting, so... Do I need to... Well, I think this one's going to wind up being in the second chances. Oh, wait. Maybe something here. Grandma's going to outlive all of us. We can't figure out what's next after we check out these ruins. They look different from the ones that we've seen so far. There's nothing to reminisce about. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, well, this one looks like it's just going to be a bunch of fetch and run quests, so... Oh, I really want to cap the night off with something, I don't know, like, with some excitement. Guess we can try this one. Oh, and here we go. Here's a one from a solo developer. once again, if it'll populate into my game capture. And this one actually has a Discord community that you can hop into, so that's... It looks like we're gonna have to do display again. Not sure why I have a save, but okay.
אלה מסקור וגן עוז אחרי עוז. אקלבר חויוקאי, אך qual reusen Deus coeteles vindelis. An ol quize, brasas o quize telefonentes. En nos mareses samet arbanielutu. E quezas ascurges bras. Anku, en corpadu ditu es armar.
He doesn't look like a happy restless servant. See if I can play this one-handed. Apparently not. What are you keeping of me for your collection? That was quick. I'll still be worrying, and I won't stop helping you. I'll watch your back, and you find this weapon you came here for. Thank you. I can't pronounce that name either. This wishes bless you by allowing you to come back to life and heal yourself, using this power to face your enemies. Okay. Mysterious sword, a strange sword found in a dark room on an island prison. The unhealthy energy emanating from it bears witness to the brutal death of its former bearer, the king of Vindelis? Alright. Well, this one's at least promising some action. We got a light attack, a heavy attack. Dash and parry. I can't really tell where those... Yeah, that's parry. That's dash, okay. Alright. like I'm gonna have to definitely learn that parry skill. Oh. Well, now I definitely need that heal skill, which I don't have. Prepare an enemy attack. Just when it hits you, your opponent will be knocked out. He will then be vulnerable to special attack. Well, I did that one so well. Okay, that was better. Okay, much better, much better. Oop, not so better. Nope, not so better at all. Did I flip his sword up and stab him in the head with it? Okay, well that door's stuck. Something's wrong. I was only supposed to stay there for 2 weeks, and now I've been sitting around in this cell for months. I have to find a way out. I always tell ourselves that we will go quickly. I charge ahead, full of enthusiasm, before realizing the scale of the project. It won't make the same mistake twice. That's what I told myself last time. Well, potentially should, you know, stop giving yourself false encouragement. Alright, well that one's gonna be harder to time. So, Jesus. So it's gotta be like right as he starts moving. Alright, well, I'll say this. The art style's interesting. I like the kind of the sketch quality that it has to it. The controls are pretty tight. I mean, movement's well, it's fluid. Getting the timing of the parry down, that's gonna take a little bit, because it definitely appears that the other enemy, or not all enemies, have the same timing, obviously. The guys that run into you and stab you definitely are harder than, say, these guys. Ah! Yeah, just as I get smacked by them. And door's still locked. Or blocked, or whatever. Want to attack. Ah! Oh, cool. Kick's got bots too, only they're dicks. That is base as fuck. Oh, wow. I didn't realize you could shoot through both of them. Oop. Okay. Ah, I'm gonna just like totally fail at this, totally fail at the parrying here. That's the thing about these new games, they are very reliant on parrying. Alright. Nope. I wish I had more to say, guys. I really do apologize. It's just I don't know. I'm tired. I'm out of it. So we're gonna end the stream before it gets too poor quality. As always, thank you guys for watching. I will be back. We'll get the whole scheduling thing sorted out way better, and I'll actually, hopefully next time, have some notes. Have everything just a little more polished. There's obviously definitely things that I can improve on. And I feel like as long as everyone's willing to stick with me on the journey, that like it'll be worth it. But you know, no one ever started and just, well, I guess some people probably did just start off and blow up and do real well. And for them, cheers. For the rest of us, it's kind of a learning experience. And yeah, so I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the follows and all that. And yeah, I'll be back in relatively short order. Once I can figure out the work-life balance, that'll definitely make things a lot easier to manage and do. And until then, Jesus, when does the hurting stop?